Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. Welcome to the third annual general meeting of the ACC East Midlands. Time seems to have flown not long ago since we were sitting in that room at Donington wondering what we were going to do. But anyway, all seems to have come out in the wash in the end. So I opened the AGM at 3 p.m. First of all, we'll go through some apologies that have been sent through to us. Mr. and Mrs. Edwards, Mr. and Mrs. Merricks, Mr. and Mrs. Tildersley, we've got Mr. and Mrs. Frith, Mr. A and Mr. B Smith. That'd be a good name in the hotel, wouldn't it? A and B Smith. Mr. and Mrs. B Gas. And Mr. and Mrs. Ketteringham. Oh, I'm also...
They're here! Who
are?
Mr. and Mrs. Ketteringham.
I'm sorry, I'll take that. Apologies on the apologies.
You obviously blend in with the background, you didn't notice.
Can't get the staff, can you, David?
No, you can't.
Item 2 then, also got the can't see anybody else I mentioned that's here that's not here or not here that is here. No? Right. Minutes of the AGM from 2013 have all been circulated round. Could we have a proposer for those? As a true record. And we need a seconder as well, please.
They all got two.
Tell me who you took.
Who we took?
Mandy and John.
Mandy and John. I like.
Oh, the assistant organiser, you mean?
Not yet.
Panic stations, panic stations.
Oh, we've done it, all right. We don't want to do it. Although we still do, whatever.
Get the young ones.
Next one is any matters arising. Anybody got anything that they wish they'd like to talk about or point out over the last year at all? If not, one thing we have got is Debbie's got a letter to read out from our former organiser, Brian. So do that now.
Dear Debbie, Dave and members, I guess by now you all know that Pauline and I have, after 45 years, decided, owing to ill health, to give up caravanning. We know it was coming, or we knew it was coming, but it has been hard to give up. We have so many happy memories and made so many wonderful friends. Dave and Deb are doing a wonderful job and long may they continue. We wish the club all the best in the future. You will always be forever in our thoughts. God bless you all, Brian and Pauline.
Right, we'll continue then with the organisers' report. Debbie, would you like to stand again?
Right. Okay. Oh dear. Not like my mother. And you've all met her now, haven't you?
Could be worse.
Right, another year gone and another AGM. As Dave said, where does time go? Last year we had a longer than usual AGM due to Brian taking ill, so we adjourned and reconvened in the evening to finish off. Thankfully Brian returned the next morning after being assessed in hospital, but as the letter says, due to him and his poor health, Pauline and himself have recently made the decision to take planning, and I know that we'll miss them. And they've been members of the club for 45 years, which is a long time. So I'm sure Pauline will keep in touch with everyone by Facebook. She likes everything, like our pictures. I'm sure she sits there. Bless her. We finished last year's rallies off with a visit to Collingham and then Donington before another successful Christmas party weekend. 2014 started with the annual day meet at Linroy. A more than good turnout, although I had a senior moment and I'm underbooked by 4. The first proper rally was at Collingham, which was glorious with sunshine and the turnout of 8 units. It would have been 10, but Dave and I went to Centre Parks as it was my birthday. I was 50, and we were treated to a break by the children along with Mick and Phil at Centre Parks for a treat. So to be honest, I don't really know what happened with Collingham.
All right.
It was all right. You managed, didn't you? You managed.
I paid to see Phil going down the Digimon Flea with a bikini.
It was all the Oaks for the next 2 rallies. We had the Royal Oak and Copt Oak, which both went smoothly. Easter we went to the Lawns, a new venue with a good turnout of 20 units. The weather, although chilly and the wind, was sunny. Some people managed to shelter from the wind with the glass of wine. The venue was nice, the hog roast was lovely, as was the karaoke bingo on the Sunday. The cake and more cake, and by the end of the weekend I never wanted to see another piece of cake. We welcomed new members, Brad's gang, to the club at Easter, and the boosting kids numbers made the egg hunt worthwhile. So the only letdown for me was the hook-up capers, which became annoying, but hopefully they'll have that sorted out for this next Easter when we revisit again. May Day Bank Holiday was at Green Hills Park. It was a lovely site near Henley and Arden, close to the canal, which was used by several to cycle into Stratford. It was also close to the bus stop and the park and ride, so it made getting into Stratford really easy. We had a lovely day at the Classic Car Show, which was held in the streets of Stratford, and the weather was lovely too. They had a lovely room for the social, the chicken shed, and everybody liked it there. So that's probably the reason we can't get back to 2016. We had a good turnout for Spring Bank Holiday at Linden Top, where I think we took, where we first took our beau, our recently acquired dog. Next, we were due to go to Newstead Abbey, but when I called to find out if the field was okay, I was told it was, although the grass was 16 inches high. As they were waiting for a part for the tractor so they couldn't cut it, and also with it being wet they weren't able to get onto the field before we were likely to go, so we were cancelled. So we had a lovely weekend at Crouch Lane Farm in Derbyshire, the next rally, and the owners were very friendly and the weather was amazing and hot. That was lovely. Quorn Lodge, another hot weekend, well apart from the windy storm that hit as the marshals were taking afternoon drinks in the tent. It was a good job they were there, because they luckily grabbed a leg each and kept the gazebos on the ground. Carsington Water was a reasonably warm weekend, which was the first visit to the rally from our new granddaughter Georgia. Her first, but no means last, I'm sure. August Bank Holiday, another trip to Sandringham Estate. We held the second ACC Sports Day, and again everyone got into the spirit of things and had a great day, followed by a good nosh. West Hills, and we all set sail in the TSS Beaumont for the evening. Dave and I were totally taken back by that, and we want to say thank you very much, ladies and gents. It was a fantastic evening, we really enjoyed it. And basically, I want to apologise for the lack of effort on my part this year. My role as organiser seems to have been second thought, as the year's been taken up by milestone after milestone of 50th birthdays, granddaughters being born and our wedding. So when I came to write this, I looked at the rally notes of activities that we put on, and there was hardly anything. I looked at the website and I'd hardly put any reports on, and Facebook, hardly anything. And even when it came to booking the rallies, it was the last week when I sat down and booked them all. That's why, unfortunately, this could be confirmed. I've totally neglected my duties and left everything to the last minute, so now I am a real Beaumont. So hopefully Dave and I will get our focus back, that's my husband and I, and things will liven up a little for next year. Well, it's almost the end of the year, and don't forget your Christmas party invitations which I've passed out. Unfortunately, the price has been increased to £25 for the weekend this year, but those who have been, will know it's well worth it. From now on, all the latest information and news I will make sure is on the website and Facebook. I've added the rallies already for 2015 to the website if you want to have a look, and along with the dates of the ones I'm waiting for. So as usual, please put your name down for rally host. As you know, the committee run the bank holiday rallies and carry equipment, and it's everyone's club, so let's all chip in. I know most of us do anyway, so that's good. I would like to thank the committee members and their other halves for their hard work throughout the year to ensure that rallies go well and for carrying equipment. Also, thank you to everyone that made donations throughout the year. See you again next year, and that concludes my report.
That took 6 hours, 10 past 9.
Right, isn't it?
What's he signing off? Who's proposing, do you know? Is he doing his job?
I don't know.
What's that?
Proposing and second.
I don't think you had it for this one.
You do for both of them, yeah?
Do you?
Yeah.
Well, don't you? Yeah, you do.
Okay, my apologies. I'm not used to doing
Is it somebody proposing or apologies?
I don't know. So what do you have to propose for?
Well, don't matter if you don't want to. I've just got it written down.
Oh, okay.
Okay, you don't have to. Do we propose do we do your treasurer then?
You do the treasurer.
No.
Right, okay, well, we'll carry on with the report from the Treasurer. Now, there are copies of the Treasurer's report at the front, so
If you want to see a breakdown of what we've done through the year, it's all there. You've also had this report, which Mick does all this actually, here, and also the books are there if you want to look at them. There's not a lot I can say, we're doing all right. That's about it.
Have a good water.
We should have a good Christmas, yeah?
right, I just need a proposal for the second for the report. Margaret?
Yeah.
Jarvis.
Jarvis, yeah.
Colin, Colin, not Hall.
You ain't Colin, not Hall.
You know what it's like when you get somebody.
Matters for discussion. Anybody got anything they'd like to say, possibly about anything for the future or anything of that nature? No? Do you want to bring up anything to do with these?
Just give you a bit more information about a couple of new ones. The rallies, sorry. We've got one at Cottesmore Community Centre, which is near Rutland. They've got a room, so we've got a room. Also, heart of the country is Stratford Way. It's sort of near Wellesbourne, just off from Wellesbourne, near Stratford, in between sort of Warwick and Stratford that way. And the other new one is, that's heart of the country, yeah. No, that's that one. And then the other new one is in November, that's Sysonby Acres. It's near Melton. I thought it was near Loughborough, it's near Melton. And it's actually got a golf course on there, so you can go, and it's hook up. We've got hook up on there as well. And a room.
Back way coming from where we used to go into Mountain.
Yeah?
What's the Ashby Ladies Centre?
Yeah.
That road
Oh, it's
going
there.
to Mountain.
So that one seems okay. So it's got hook up and a room.
Oh, bless you.
And a golf course.
5-star.
Golf course.
And a golf course.
Christmas at Hose. Christmas is at Hose again, yeah. Sorry, it's always going to be at Hose.
If we keep booking
We
like
keep booking
yeah.
in advance because we like it at home. And that's about it. Has anyone else got any questions about them? Yeah? Jamie?
I was just thinking about Brian and Pauline.
Yeah.
And the letter that they've written.
Yeah.
Is it worth us sending an acknowledgement from the club?
Yeah, we
Just
can
thanking
do.
them for their
Yeah?
45 years in contributing.
Yeah. Does anybody... Yeah, I was going to say, does anybody mind if we send some flowers from the club?
Bunch of flowers from the club.
Yeah?
Yeah, club can send them.
So we'll send a bouquet.
If I can get a
We'll
card.
get a card,
If
and
anybody can
then
get a
we'll
card,
sign it,
and everybody can sign the card.
and then we'll send it round with some flowers. Yeah?
Yes, Brian as well.
Yeah? A bottle of rum?
A bottle of rum and
A
some
bottle
flowers.
of rum?
I think you'd prefer
Yeah.
flowers.
Deb, do you want a pound donation for us all?
We've got plenty in the club.
I mean,
The
the
club.
club, we all donate to the club anyway, don't we? So, yeah, the club, I'm sure the club.
They've put 45 years worth into the
Yeah, so I'm sure,
as a club
yeah.
to put it out.
We'll do it. Yeah, so
Can
we'll
I-
get that sorted.
Couple of things.
Yeah, of course.
Membership fee, is that staying the same?
Yeah, can't see it changing.
That's fine, so I just want to
Yeah.
know because I'll send it all out again in
Yeah,
February.
that's fine.
And tombola for Christmas, is everybody fed up with it? They don't want it? Or...
Tombola time.
Well, I'll do it again then. All I would say is, I won't be at the Donington one, I'll be at the next one, or if I can have them Friday evening at Christmas. What about today? Or today, I'll take them off today.
She's got 3 Bentley's pie, isn't it?
What out
I haven't got
today?
any tin potatoes for nothing, no.
We've got some knitting needles though.
What, from about 20 years ago?
Yeah. Antique
Well, what's that in my knitting needles? Okay, Tombola's on there.
Okay.
That means my card now is going to get loaded.
Well, in my car.
So, has anyone else got anything to say about the rallies? No? Okay.
Just one thing about one of the rallies on here. Somebody, another club, has taken well, we think that they're going to be at Sandringham at the same time as we are. Believe it or not, it's going to be the old Area 18.
I don't think they are.
Oh.
She don't know about it.
That shot him.
We've probably got an ideal adversaries, if that's the right word, for the sports day.
Yeah, but they were happy there all right.
You get when you're married, Dave.
Yeah, no communication.
Yeah, thank you.
I've had a reply from her and she doesn't seem to think she's booked it.
Oh, right.
So I said, Lee thinks you're coming.
Well, they could come as our guests.
I'll scrub that off the...
I'll propose that then.
Everybody's mentioned, there's nobody's like, is there?
Yeah, definitely.
Any other business? No? Right, the election of the officers and committee for 2014-2015 are as follows. We have a new organiser, Debbie Beaumont. Debbie Lee stepped down, she was wasting time, so we kicked her out. So Debbie Beaumont is organiser, Mandy Hubbard, assistant organiser. Do I need to tell everybody that? I'm just announcing who it is.
You must tell them. I didn't
Oh,
say that.
okay,
You said that.
fine. Debbie Beaumont proposed by Colin Hubbard, seconded by Mick Bowman. Mandy Hubbard, proposed by Colin Hubbard, seconded by Mick Bowman. Treasurer, Phyllis Beaumont, proposed by Colin Hubbard, seconded by David Beaumont.
It's a family occasion.
Committee members, Colin Hubbard, proposed by Jane Herzig, seconded by George Cantrell. Committee member, second committee member, John Eiliff, proposed Mandy Hubbard, seconded Mick Beaumont. Colin Jarvis, proposed Mick Beaumont, seconded David Beaumont. Committee, oh hang on, no sorry, Debbie
That's
Beaumont.
Debbie Beaumont, yeah.
We've both got the same initial now, so. Ken Merritt's, proposed by Mick and seconded by Janice Jarvis, Mick Beaumont that is. And Paul Gask, proposed by Mandy Hubbard and seconded by David Beaumont.
Oh, that's it then. The we will warn.
So that concludes the
It's a dictatorship.
election of the officers and committee for 2014-2015.
You'll have to get a stamp with Bowmer on it.
It's rubber stamp.
So from that then, as Debbie's already said, thank you all very much for your support over the last 12 months, well over the last 3 years really, and hope the long may continue. And we'll close the meeting at 15:20 hours.
Get longer.
20 minutes, I didn't manage to waffle through 20 minutes.
A few more chuckles.
It's all about proposing and seconding it.
takeover, isn't it? With both.
Well, thank you very much. And that's it for another year.
If you want to bring your plates and your knives and forks and whatever tonight, we've got a hot pork cob stuffing and apple sauce. So if you want to partake. So it's normal social about 7, 8 o'clock. There you go.
Thank you.
Coffee's 10:30 because we need the room.
Oh, we have the room